Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Today, was listening to some inspirational music and just wanted to share a story, something that kind of happened to me. I was able to help someone in the past, so I'm going to get in the cold plunge and I want to tell you that story. Let's get in. Oh. Okay, so this is the second cold plunge of the day, but I'm going to share an inspirational story. Hopefully, it's inspirational. Something that happened to me in the past. I recently been watching a TV show called My 600 Pound Life, and so I've been kind of revisiting that. It was a show that started about 20 years ago. Watching, I believe his name is Henry, his story, and it kind of resonated with me thinking about a past story that happened to me. He went on this journey and lost a lot of weight and was talking about people that might have helped him throughout the way to stay on track. And a story that happened to me when I was in 8th grade, I played basketball growing through grade school, and then so in middle school, it was the first year that we could try out and for our school team in 8th grade, and there was a new student in the class in 8th grade. I'm gonna keep his last name private, but his first name was Benjamin. He was new to the area, didn't have any friends. He was overweight and didn't really come from a sports background at all, so he was pretty out of shape and he wanted to try out for the basketball team. So he came to me. I was one of the better guys on the team, and I had friends because I went to school with everybody from grade school, and we just transitioned over to middle school together, so I knew everyone, and I think he recognized that and saw, hopefully he saw something good in me or something cool, but something resonated with him to reach out, and I'm so happy he did. He wanted to make the basketball team, so he just asked for my advice. I didn't really know much at the time, so I didn't know about training or really how to stay in shape, get in shape, how to eat right, any of those things. I just told him things that I kind of picked up along the way, being on competitive sports teams in the past. So I showed him some layup drills, things he could do for cardio, like running sprints, suicides is what they're called, and long distance sprints, things he could do at the house, push-ups, sit-ups, planks. Around that time, I think I was doing something where I would jump over a bench for my jumping ability. So my dad made a bench, a seat bench, about 6 feet long or something, probably 24 inches off the ground or 30 inches off the ground, and I would hop over back and forth, and I would do that pretty consistently, trying to increase my vertical. And so I told him about that, Ben, and so he did some kind of jumping exercises, and whenever it was time to finally try out for the team, they only allowed 15 people on the team. He didn't make the team, but he stayed strong. He had good spirits, and throughout that year, something weird happened. He just so we hung out. I kind of took him under my wing, and we hung out, and I went to church with him. His dad was a pastor at the time, and so he took me to church, and I got to experience all of that at a new church for me, and it was a really cool experience seeing that, and we just bonded. But then, this is 20 years ago, that's not 20 years ago. This is, I was 13 at the time, so this would have been longer than that, getting close to 30 years now, which is crazy to think about that, but yeah, probably close to 30 years now. So there was no social media, there was barely email, and definitely no cell phones, nothing like that. So he couldn't really reach out. He would have had to call like a landline or something, like your house phone with a rotary. But anyway, during 8th grade, he kind of fell off. I didn't see him anymore. He just vanished out of nowhere, and I always kind of wondered what happened to him, where he went, because we kind of lost touch once the basketball started up. The season started, and we were busy with practice and all those things, and I think that he didn't make the team, so that wasn't really part of his goals, I think, at that time. So I really didn't see him a whole lot after that, after we got busy with that schedule. And what ended up happening was he ended up leaving the school. So I'm guessing that his dad got a job being a pastor at another church. And so he left. That is the story. He left because of that reason. And so, but he kind of just left without notice. And I didn't hear from him. But so I was 13 at the time, and then, sorry if my voice is it's kind of cold right now, so bear with me. But I did hear from him. I received a letter in the mail my second year of college, and it was kind of shocking. I don't believe there was a return address on it. I have the letter, but it's stored away somewhere, and it was from Ben. So Ben wrote to me, and he just poured his heart out. So this was years later, right? I mean, I would have been 20 at the time. We were 13 in 8th grade, so I was probably 21 when I received the letter. And he basically just talked about how I saved his life. And I had no idea. He was talking about how he hit rock bottom and he was wanting to end his life, I believe. And he reached a point where he didn't have any friends. He didn't really have anyone to turn to. And he just explained how at that time I took him in at a time when he was at his lowest in his life. He then explained how he didn't think about suicide after that. It's like I saved him and gave him purpose moving forward because he actually took some of the drills, some of the advice that I gave him, however good it was. And he kept the weight off. He kept losing weight, stayed in shape, and did these things according to his letter, and just wanted to reach out and say thank you. And here was a guy reaching out his hand, and I grabbed it and I helped him, and I had no clue how much I helped him. And the point of the story that I'm trying to share is, guys, people are reaching all around us. They got their hand out and we're not grabbing it. And sometimes you need to stop and think that as little a moment as it might feel to us, that we're just saying hi to someone, saying, hey, let's go hang out, become a friend to someone new. You might have picked them up from the deepest part or the deepest time in their life. And so I just wanted to share that story and just say, guys, we gotta be aware of the people that are around us that might be reaching out, that we can help. And you might be able to touch someone, help someone without even realizing it. So just wanted to share that story. Hopefully you guys can hear this clearly because I'm shivering, but I'll see you guys next time.